Welcome back. You've heard the track, so pick up that phone and speak your mind. Talk to me, caller.
The track is hot. It is hot, Kiana, and I'm so feeling it.
Right on, sister. Next caller, hello?
That was a good tune, man.
That's what I'm talking about. Caller, hello?
Am I on? This doff thug music is going to give me a heart attack. What happened to Viennese waltzes?
We are all different. That's why FNB now offers you a personalized interest rate on your credit card, based on your existing credit profile, affordability, and payment history. Why not try our obligation-free quick quote to find out what interest rate you qualify for? Call 0860 327 827 or visit fnb.co.za. First National Bank, how can we help you? A division of First Rand Bank Limited, an authorized financial services and credit provider.
So obviously we tried to break the norm in this promotion. So what we did was we did away with the normal pre-week of pre-promos and that type of thing. And what we tried to do is we used on the bit of the reality radio in a way. So we got very involved with Darren Scott and Jack Aranda, and we said to him, this is what we're trying to achieve. And the idea that we came up with is that he would get on his soapbox about some issue about personalized number plates, and then he'd have a go at Martin in the afternoon saying, how can he have ability to change the playlist? And he's stuck kind of with what he's got, and kind of let the groundswell of that take place in the public opinion, and then obviously let it organically grow. So each show thereafter, the DJ that picked up on the conversation in the previous show and said, yes, that would be a good idea. And obviously then by the second day we had staged a phone call from myself to say, listen, we hear you bitching and moaning about not being able to personalize playlists. We've got a concept. If you can get 3 songs played, we're willing to put up some money for it, because it ties in quite nicely with what we're trying to achieve with our personalized interest rates. And it grew from that. And then obviously by the end of day 2, there was a website up, and they've done that type of thing. So we'd obviously planned it all before, but to the listener, it organically grew on them and sort of dynamically changed as comments were made. And we found that it was more engaging radio in a way that it felt like the radio station came up with the idea. It wasn't insert advertiser's logo here or insert advertiser name or jingle. So it really worked in that regard, and it was a short promotion. We kept the on-air down to 2 weeks rather than a 3-week sort of promotion where it was pre-promos and a winding up and a winding down. And we found that high impact, and that sort of, it grew quite quickly on listeners because it was more engaging radio, and obviously made our product more noticeable. And it worked really well for us because we were able to use the same sort of elements to get across quite a novel idea in banking, at the same time engaging the audience, and something they were quite passionate about because everyone wanted to hear their songs on the radio. So it was a natural type, and obviously at the same time it allowed us to promote other aspects of our product offering through on-air promotions and obviously live reads and that type of thing. So we managed to promote our quick quote process in order to get people to understand that applying for a credit card with us wasn't a painful task. It was quite quick and enjoyable, and obviously the end result was a personalized interest rate. Traditionally we probably would have gone with a month-long promotion. We only had enough money sort of maybe to do 2 months at high impact, and it really delivered on that because we looked at the issues we were facing, what we were trying to achieve, and the radio station and RadMark and Jack Aranda really embraced the concept. And in fact, it worked so well on Jack Aranda that we took it to East Coast and on Tukaya. So it became a generic promotion across 3 radio stations, but because of the personalized nature of the promotion, it tapped into the sort of the fabric of each community that it was played in. So as it worked for Pretoria-based audiences, it works same for Durban audiences or Johannesburg-based audiences. I think the important thing for us was that what we learned out of is that there is a willingness on behalf of the media owners to have a dialogue with them, with the client, and to come up with a solution that works for both parties. We understand that we have budget constraints, and they understood that. We understand that they have programming restrictions, and we understood that, and we embrace that. But collectively, we managed to work a way to break out of the traditional mold to deliver on something that both parties found mutually beneficial. And at the end of the day, obviously, if the listener votes with his ears and participation through the promotional mechanism, and I think we ticked all the boxes. And so, the next time we come around to doing a promotion, it's definitely about spending more time in the pre-preparation than just sending off a brief and hoping the radio station delivers within a 2-week time frame. I think more time spent up front, delivers greater results at the end.